I got that black privilege, that Negro privilege. I can do what I want, go where I want, rob, steal, do whatever I want. And you can't touch me. Why? Because I got that Negro privilege. The criminals of Chicago is really getting emboldened because they are doing these things in broad daylight. I have a story to share. In broad daylight at a gas station, while some woman is getting gas, pumping her gas, you can see the criminal bent right near the driver's side, opens it up, and gets in and tries to take the car. Unfortunately for him, there was no key there. She might have had the keys with her. But that gave him an opportunity to probably rumble through her pocketbook or her bag to take whatever he could. So, for me, a woman who goes to the gas station a lot, because we got to pump our own gas out here, unlike New Jersey, where I didn't have to pump gas. And when I moved out here, I was like, what do you mean I got to pump my own gas? What's that all about? In any event, I was spoiled back then. Liberal, the liberal states. Got to pay extra for those things and taxes. Got to pay extra in taxes. So, in any event, so for somebody like me, I will go to the gas station and I wouldn't leave the car running, but I would probably, my bag for sure, keys more than likely. And if I'm at a place where I need to use the lube, I'll go in and leave the car and everything in it, everything unlocked. So I am a prime target for somebody like that who pays attention and watches you. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. I mean, these people are truly emboldened in how they do things. They are not afraid. Broad daylight, cameras everywhere. I mean, we are in the age of camera where people would be, I'd be like, you're like this, trying to hide yourself from cameras. But these criminals, in broad daylight, they go in and they rob you this way. They attempt to steal your vehicle this way. Even with cameras watching, they know that they can get away with it. This is the era that we're living in. It is beyond Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. It's beyond insane what we're seeing in the society today. So let's go. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Conservative Poet. I am Amania, and I want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. We got a whole lot of people that hit that subscribe button, and I want to say thank you for doing that because I will surely work hard to entertain you, to bring you information, and just to be the fighter out here in the streets for you. So, thank you for subscribing. God bless you and God keep you. That Negro privilege is really, really real, especially in Chicago, where Black people are so emboldened in their criminal ways that they will rob you in front of cameras, people watching, broad daylight. They will even do it in front of the security because they know the security can't even touch them. This is where we are in this society. The video that you're going to see now is in reference to a news clipping out of Chicago in reference to just this happening at a gas station in broad daylight. Hello, fellow patriots. Thank you so much for your support. And again, you can do so by purchasing products from the Orlando Patriots, mugs, t-shirts, all of your patriotic gear. We are in an election year, so we need to show the world that we support our candidates, especially President Trump. So get some gear at theorlandopatriot.com and you'll get 30% off. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. I'll see you there.
Crystal clear video of an attempted car theft at a Lakeview gas station this week has operators on alert as thieves continue to target gas stations across the area, according to local lawmen. Our Tara Molina reports this happened in the middle of the day.
It happened late morning here, but I'm told they're happening at all hours of the day, and it doesn't matter how busy the station or the area is. You're about to see it for yourself. Crouching behind the car, hand on the driver's side door. This cell phone video, captured and shared with CBS2, shows an attempted car theft at the Shell gas station on North Ashland Avenue. The masked man gets inside the car without the woman pumping gas noticing, until she goes to leave, sees him, and runs. Then he gets out of her car and takes off in a different SUV. Why?
Luckily had her key fob in her hand, and
Alderman Scott Wagasback says he couldn't take off in her car.
they're directly jumping into the driver's seat, hoping that the car is either running or there's a key or key fob and still in the car that they can drive away with. But that's why we have to have eyes open everywhere.
The alderman told me they started seeing targeted thefts at gas stations back in November, with a number reported at the nearby Costco. The same crew hit Costco locations outside of the city. His office has been working with Costco. They've taken measures with private security and alerting customers directly.
The police have been trying to be proactive with the gas station owners as well.
We took a closer look at the numbers. So far this year, there have been 23 cars stolen in Lakeview, where thefts peaked in the same time frame last year at 36. Numbers were much lower, dating back to 2017.
Take that key fob with you. Do not leave your car running. It only takes these guys a few seconds, and they're targeting people who have done exactly that, left that car running.
Chicago police say the man in that video did steal items from this car before getting out and taking off. They're echoing what the alderman said, warning drivers to stay aware of their surroundings and never walk away from your running car or leave the key or fob inside of it.
But unless we change the overall system and these people, these criminals are held accountable when they are caught, we're just going to see repeat offenders. So things have to change, I think, at the state's attorney's level and the judge's level. They're the ones, when people are caught, that need to hold these people accountable.
With calls for these thefts, this crime trend, to be taken more seriously, I reached out to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. They told me public safety is their #1 priority, and they will continue to work with their law enforcement partners to address violence and crime. Reporting in Lakeview, I'm Tara Molina.
Seen that, heard that, good. I mean, it is not unusual for us to be at a gas station, to go inside of the convenience store of the gas station to use the bathroom, to get coffee, or to grab a sandwich or anything like that while your gas is being pumped. But now in this society, you can't even trust that you could come out and your car will be gone. I could come out and my car could be gone. If I lived in Chicago, thank God I lived in the great state of Florida where these things are not really happening like that. But I mean, seriously, it's shameful. And imagine if you may have your children with you back there, maybe a baby in their crib, not crib, but you know what I mean, in their backseat chair, and here goes a criminal coming into your car. I mean, can you imagine if she still had the key in there and this guy could have pulled off with the car, the gas connected to the gas station, and driving off with part of the tube. I mean, it's insanity. But the people are not thinking. They don't have these people need mental help. And mostly they need to be put in a place where they can get that help, because people are actually insane to be out here doing this. And then the reporter mentioned that the district attorney, their main priority is to, you know, keep the people safe. How are you keeping people safe in Chicago when you just got rid of the shot spotter, which would help police to come to the aid when they hear gunshots? So that's been taken off the table. I made a video about that last week, so you can catch that at some point. But this is where we are. These people are so emboldened in what they do that they simply do not care, because they're not going to get in trouble. Nobody's going to prosecute them. Nobody's sending them to jail. Nobody's doing anything. So they feel strong and emboldened to continue to do this, to be a menace to the society and on the society for tax paying people. Man, I tell you, they couldn't have me running their country, their city, because I would lock everybody up. We as the Black community really have to do better. When you look at all of the other people in the society, I mean, it's really Black folks that's leading the charge on some of this nonsense stuff. You don't see other people doing this. Not really. I mean, you're seeing a lot of this stuff now with the illegals, but that's a whole different story. We're not going to get into that here, not now. But truly, this is what you're seeing in, I mean, these smash and grabs. This is what's happening in liberal cities like this. Again, they have this mentality of being above the law because, again, if anybody tries to lock up Black people or arrest people for crimes, then you're racist because this Black person is robbing this woman at the gas station because he needs a car or he needs to get to wherever he needs to. So you can't blame the Black man for you can't blame him for robbing her or trying to rob her. You can't blame them for carjacking people because they can't afford to buy cars. You can't blame them for doing that because they can't afford to buy insurance for cars. So they got to steal and rob and just use that one, drop it off, pick up another one, use that one, drop it off, pick up and it's crazy. Only in this community do you see this nonsense. And of course, these Democrats, they flame it and because again, they're creating policies and no laws or some laws that will inhibit these people to continue to do this because this is what they do. This is their way of helping the Black man, right? This is their way. And what they're really doing is truly causing the community to become more and more destructive and destructive. Okay, this is what's really happening when you're doing these things, when you're putting these woke DAs in, when you're putting these woke mayors in, where you're putting these woke people in who let people get away with crime like what we just saw. It's shameful. And again, they let Black people get away with it because, again, they say, if you arrest Black people for their crimes, then you are a racist. Any event, friends, that's going to be it for me in this video. Thank you so much for coming by and watching, sharing, liking, and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, say yes, ma'am in the comments, or tell me something in the comments about what you think about this video. Have you ever experienced something like this? Have you seen it firsthand? I mean, it's crazy. Talk to me about what you're experiencing and if you're in a liberal city, if you're in Boston, if you're in wherever you are, New York, Chicago, wherever, talk to me in the comments. Let me know if you're seeing things like that because I have to be honest, I'm not seeing this kind of stuff out here in Florida. Maybe I need to be looking a little bit closer, but I haven't seen it yet. But if I do find it, I will report that to you. I will bring it to you. Here's what's happening to Florida. Any event, I'll see y'all in another video. God bless and God keep you. Thank you. I got that Black privilege, that Negro privilege. I can do what I want, go where I want, rob, steal, do whatever I want. And you can't touch me. Why? Because I got that Negro privilege.